Okay, well, you see, there's this huge fucking problem in the neighborhood, right? I walk outside the other day, and I go around the side of the house. I got my motherfucking headphones in and shit, you know, I'm jamming out the cars and motherfucking Ace of Base, you know. And I walk back there to go work on the motherfucking Jeep, right? And you know what I see to my fucking surprise? There's light bulbs. Number one, light bulbs. There's fucking orange peels. There's fucking goddamn banana peels. Throw it all over the motherfucking Jeep. So, at about this time I realized there's these three motherfuckers. These three motherfuckers on the other side of the fence just laughing and having a hoot and a holler and good fucking time. So, what I did was I got on the top of my motherfucking Jeep, right? I'm on the fucking roof, and I start yelling, getting fucking crazy, you know? I just fucking going like the fucking goddamn freight train, you know what I'm saying? And I scared two of these little motherfuckers off. I'm two, not three, or 2.5, but three. And this one little motherfucker, he's like the little engine that could, you know? He's still standing there. Well, I'm like, this little brave little asshole is gonna have a fucking real shit coming motherfucker right here. So, he goes, still fucking just staring me at this fucking deer in the headlights. So, about that time I realized I had to take a shit. And it wasn't just an ordinary shit, you see. It was the motherfucking green apple splatters. So what I did what any normal good Christian would have done, and I just dropped my pants all the way to my ankles, spread my butt cheeks all the way apart, and I stopped letting the diarrhea flowing, and I just shit all down the side of my motherfucking Jeep. And then what happened was, obviously, naturally, I had to wipe my ass, you see. So I reach over the other side of the fence. There's the kids in the stoners trying to figure out what just happened here, you see. I grabbed that motherfucker. By the hair, and I fucking wiped my ass with his fucking hair. I wiped that motherfucker good. The little kid takes off fucking running. And I'm still on the top of my Jeep. And I kinda don't really want to put my pants on because I still got shit on my butt. So I was thinking about taking the hose, spraying my ass out with the hose, maybe taking a sock off or something, you know what I'm saying? Well, turns out the little kid went and got his dad, right? His dad comes outside and he goes, what the fuck's my kid got shit all down the side of his fucking hair? And I'm like, what, bitch? You kid fucking started this whole shenanigans, and he thought he was gonna be the brave little engine that could, well, the brave little engine that could get shit all over his motherfucking hair. Well, I ended up just taking that motherfucker, because I needed a wipe. I grabbed that motherfucker by the hair, and I wiped my ass with his hair, and I'm like, your hair is so coarse, bitch. Use some motherfucking goddamn 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, motherfucker. So, I fucking jerk him on the other side of the fence, throw him out, and then I get off and stagger down off the top of my Jeep, and I'm walking down the side of the house, back around, and I ended up taking my dual action 6-inch round disc sander, hook it to the air compressor, and then I take it and I put it over the side of my car, you see. I flip the switch on the air compressor and I turn it on real hard. And it vibrates all the way up to 11,000 RPM, you see. And then I kind of just hunker down and just sit my ball sack right on it. And it's fucking just, you know, just going to town, 1,100 RPM, fucking handy. And then that's about the time when the mail lady starts coming around the corner down there. And she comes down, and she's kind of looking at me like a stoner's trying to figure out what just happened. And I look over and I'm like, hey, mail lady, get 1,100 RPM fucking goddamn handy. You want to have a joint? She kind of couldn't understand exactly what I said. So I figured it would have been the right idea to give her a package that I needed mailed off. So I had this box, you see, I had this box, and I walked up to her and I said, Mrs., I got this package here, and I need it delivered. But you should check the inside, just in case I don't have weapons of mass destruction, like bombs, or, I don't know, maybe like weird stuff, like snapping, crickling rocks or something, you know, like the little things, the little white things, you throw it on the ground and it pops like them little motherfuckers. And she goes, well, you know what, I probably should take a look. So she opens the box, and I checked her good. I had cut a hole in it, and I had my pins in the box, so she got to put us in the box. She got real fucking pissed real quick. She threw the thing down, and she took off like a bat out of hell. Well, you see, them little kids and the guy had shit on their hair, you know. So, you see, they came out after a long while of scrubbing and rubber-dubbing on their motherfucking hair, but they couldn't get it out, you see, because they got shit on their hair. Green apple splatters off the roof of my Jeep on their hair. So, you see, they had to shave the motherfucking hair off. So I got these small motherfuckers walking out thinking they all fucking, you know, like, you know, crazy, like Planet out of the Apes type of shit, you know. They think they're like the king of the motherfucking jungle. Well, you see, they say they're gonna do a neighborhood watch. Top deal, like rebel against Charlie Wilkins motherfucking Jenkins. That is my name. Charlie motherfucking Wilkins Jenkins. So, they go around to all the motherfucking goddamn neighborhood, you know, trying to rebel against, not repair, I like the wrong time, but that's beside the point. And they're trying to rebel against Charlie Wilkins Jenkins. And I've been here for 78 years, you know, and they all go in the neighborhood and they're like, you want to sign this petition to get Charlie Wilkins Jenkins out of the neighborhood? And every one of them are like, no, we don't want to do that. Because they know I will shit all over the place, and I will wipe my motherfucking ass with your hair. And I will tell you if your hair is coarse or if it is silky smooth, motherfucker. Because it will tell my goddamn ass if it is or not, you see. So, at that point, these motherfuckers come back to my house. And I said, I ain't got a shit yet, what do you want? And they said they want to apologize for the goddamn light bulbs, the goddamn orange peels, and the goddamn banana peels being thrown in my motherfucking Jeep. And I said, you want to apologize now after you already started a war here, you see? You don't know what is going on when you're motherfucking messing with Charlie Wilkins Jenkins. You will fucking see the goddamn end of it. I will tell you that much right now. And they just said that they're sorry, they will clean up the mess and all that. And I said, no. Mess has already been cleaned up. Now I got shit down the side of my goddamn Jeep. And I will wash it off here later. That is the end of it. So they walk up to the house and whatnot, you know. Sorry. I got emphysema, if you know what I mean. And I ended up fucking coming inside. I made myself some fucking Doritos, and I fucking got here on this here fucking computer, and I'm just sitting here listening to some goddamn fucking music, and I hear her ranting and raving. And I go, what the fucking hell is that shit? What the fuck? So I go out there, and these little kids think it's real fucking cool. They don't listen to Tool. I tell you that much right now. But they're pissing with their little potty peckers, fucking pissing on my motherfucking Jeep. And I'm like, oh, you're fucking dead. You're fucking dead. I naturally wanted to grab a rake and shove it up their asshole for doing that, because that's really kind of just disrespectful, you see. But no, I had to do better measures than that. They fucked with me once. They will not fuck with me again. So what I did was I decided I was going to make a homemade pipe bomb. A homemade pipe bomb about yay big, yay round, and fuck, who gives a fuck about how tall? Well, you see, I went down and I bought these fine cuisine food, you know. It gives me the shits, because I kind of needed this to happen. So, I filled this container full of shit, you see. And then I took my pipe bomb, I shoved it right down into the pile of poopy, and I shoved it into the mailbox, you see. And I shut the lid, and drilled a hole into it, pulled the fuse out. I went up to the door, you see, and I went up, knock, knock, motherfucker, you got mail, bitch! And I take off to the mailbox. And keep in mind, this is about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I hear it come out. And I light it. And I say, now, motherfucker, get out here now, get your motherfucking mail! Well, naturally, being woken up at that time, you're kind of delirious and not really sure what you're doing. So the motherfucker's like, oh, we got mail! Yeah! You know, they think it's motherfucking Christmas or something. So they every single motherfucker just books it out, it's Christmas! And then they go up to this mailbox. We're full of some fucking happy, if you know what I mean. And this motherfucker blows up in a fucking 12-pound brick of shit. Just boom! All over that motherfucker. All over the place. We got shit out in the street. We got shit in the fucking trees. Fuck, the little blue jay bird across the street's got shit in his fucking hand too. And then I'm just sitting on the corner laughing away. Yeah, eat shit, asshole. And I run back inside. And then about 17 minutes later, I hear a knock at the door. And I'm like, oh fuck. Oh fuck. I know what this is. I open the door. It's Officer Goddamn Charlie Brown. I hate that motherfucker. Like, come on, seriously. The bald-headed motherfucker. How are you gonna get pussy in the 2nd grade when you're the baldest motherfucker? It don't work. So he's obviously pissed off because he can't kill a goddamn fucking lady because he's the baldest motherfucker, you know. And I fucking open the motherfucker, you know, and fucking he's all Charlie Wilkins Jenkins. What do you fucking plead? And I said, well, what do you mean? What do I plead? He's like, what the fuck did you do up that goddamn house? We heard there was an explosion of feces all over the place. Kind of like, you know, trying not to give anything women. Oh, really? Yes, Charlie, they said it was you. Well, I could goddamn lie. I haven't shit in 4 years. I'm bored as fuck. And he said, Charlie, do you think I really am honestly going to believe that right now? And I said to him, well, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could believe it if you really wanted to, you know. But, I mean, I can give 2 shits if you believe it or not. That's the goddamn truth. I'll tell you right now, and I will tell you, you know, that's all I know. Police officer says to me, you know, Charlie, we have gotten 17 calls in the last month about you lighting up pipe bombs full of shit in people's mailboxes. And I said, that wasn't me. I swear. And they said, we kind of think you did it this time for sure. We got it 10 times ago for sure, but we just couldn't pinpoint it to you. Well, what do you want to do? You want to test my feces or something, you know? And they kind of like started kind of thinking, you know what I'm saying? They were like kind of put 2 heads together, even though there was only one motherfucker. And he's like, you know what, Charlie? Maybe we ought to. So I said, well, okay. Come back in 4 years. Cop says, no, you're going to shit right now, and you're going to shit good. And I says, well, how could I do such a thing? I can't shit on command. Clap, jump, shit your pants. He said, I can't do that. I said, that's exactly why I can't just automatically just shit. Cop looks over at me and says, Charlie Wilkins Jenkins, you are older than dirt. You can shit if you want to. And I said, the hell if I can. And the hell if I'm going to have you stand at my porch right now. I'm missing fucking Baywatch, asshole. This is the episode I get to see some tits, asshole. Shut up your ass, bitch. And then I pull the door shut. Pull that motherfucker shut. And I go back inside. I swallowed some chew, damn it. Alright, don't worry. I'm not having a heart attack right now. I just had a little piece of chew stuck in my goddamn throat, you see. No big fucking deal. Don't get out of your chair. It's alright. It's okay. So, I hear a knock again. I said, get the fuck out of here, mailman. I don't want your grief. You didn't take my package, you son of a bitch. There's about 10 more knocks, and I just said, fuck it. I turned Baywatch way up. Surround sound just a fucking blare. My house is like a goddamn fucking boombox. You see, it's like boom boom chicka chicka boom boom. You know, I got fucking pictures on my walls fucking vibrating like motherfuckers. Like women come to my house so they can have orgasms because of my stereo. It's so loud, you see. So I'm sitting there watching this here Baywatch, and I get about 3/4 of the way through, you know, and I'm fucking sitting there and I'm like, alright, get to see some tits. And that's about the time I fell asleep. They had titties, there were titties on that show. Just, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't see them because I fell asleep. And that really sucks because I didn't push record on my jukebox VHS video recording tape contraption. And I get this letter in the mail. I was a little hesitant because of all the pipe bomb shit blowing up around the neighborhood. Who the fuck does such a thing, you know? I was thinking it was going to happen to myself, so I had this stick that I used to stick way out on my mailbox just to check my mail for about a week. No, it wasn't a week. It was more like a couple of days because I did that shitbox thing about 3 days ago? Yeah, about 3 days ago. So I checked my mail and I get this letter that the court wants to see me in the court office. And I go, well, why the fuck would I want to do such a thing? I just want to sit here and listen to cars all day long. And then they're sitting there in the court waiting for me to show up. And do you think Charlie Wilkins Jenkins ever shows up to a court date? Hell no. I piss on the court dates. And then I end up not showing up, and that's why I always go to jail. It's because I miss my court dates. And then they have to trial in the court cell because they know that's the only way they can get to me is by arresting me and getting me in there. Because once I'm out, they can't do nothing to an old regular bastard like myself. So I end up going to court like a gentleman because I want to get this shit pot ball mess off my shit, you know. I just want to be stuck with diarrhea and whatnot and wiping kids' hair with my ass. That's all I want, to tell you the truth. Maybe a little bit of stuff and then like, you know, like mashed potatoes, but I don't really like the brown gravy on my taters so much. Like, I like the turkey gravy on my taters. So I tend to do that sort of thing, you know. So I end up getting all slicked up and whatnot. I take out to jail, wax my hair way back, feeling like motherfucking bones. Fuck yeah. Except for I haven't had a car in like 14 years. So I had to call off E.T. and I said, E.T., you better learn how to ride a fucking bike real fucking quick, motherfucker, because you ain't got hell with wiping your eyeballs with my ass. That little fucker learned how to ride a bike, and I was the motherfucker in the basket. Fuck, we just rolling through town. E.T. fuck fastest, 18 speed, bitch. Fuck, you can't idea. We're rolling through town, getting to my court day. I show up fucking 4 minutes early like that shit, you know what I'm saying? I roll up in. I told E.T., you fucking leave, motherfucker. No, better get your ass in here with me. So I put a little fucking leash on his ass, and I hook him up to my belt loop, you know. I got that little furry little, well, he's not really furry, but I got that little wriggly motherfucker in my goddamn court with me. They said, what the hell is that? And I said, that's my fucking ET, bitch. Paid $14.95 for that motherfucker. So, you best just let him come in here unless you don't want me, then I can just leave with my ET. And I'll get in the basket. That bitch will be riding me through town. Not in a sexual way, but he'll be pedaling the bike. And then I'll be in the basket yelling at kids as we riding by. And fucking they said, no, your ET is acceptable. You can have your ET, but we need to settle this matter of this shit pipe bomb massacre on mailboxes. And I said, alright, let's settle this. Good day. It's settled, right? No, we have to have a trial. We have to have peers of the jury come in and convict you or say you're innocent of the shit pipe bomb massacre. So, I had about 5 of these people as a jury and whatnot, and we get in there and we're all kind of just taking care of business and working fucking partial overtime, you know. And they said, how do you plead to the pipe bomb shit bomb massacre? And I said, not guilty. They said, why did you hesitate, Charlie Wilkins Jenkins? Why did you hesitate? I said, I didn't hesitate. E.T. tickled my ball sack with this fucked up little bullshit fucking fingers. It's like, woo! You know, like, what the fuck? Of course somebody's gonna hesitate. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? You know, E.T., get your hand out of my pants. You can do that later, you asshole. So, the jury thinks, because there's 18 counts of shit pipe bomb massacres on mailboxes, they find me guilty of it. Who would have thought? So, they said the maximum penalty is 75 days in jail, or 972 hours of community service. What do you think I chose? I chose the community service because I'm going to serve the community to stop little shitheads from fucking with people's cars. So, I signed this petition. I got about 4 little rascals to join my fucking wolf pack, you see. And we're all fucking going around finding these kids vandalizing cars and stuff. We had this idea. I own a lot of fucking unusable space, so we decided to go get a bunch of septic tanks. Dig a huge motherfucking hole in the ground. We buried these motherfuckers, and we put a capsule on the top that had a locking mechanism. And anytime we saw them little shitheads stealing fucking cars, stealing hubcaps, or stealing whatever, fucking shit up, silly stringing cars, tampons on cars, whatever, it didn't matter. You vandalize a car, you're gonna get them vandalized. So we would take them and throw them in these fucking tanks. And then, once we had the shit, we would open the time capsule and we would shit in the tank. Because it's a shitter tank, you know. It's a crapper tank, shit house. And these kids would be in there, and the only food they got was the food that came out of our ashes, you know. The only thing that they got that was actually kind of intact was corn, but we didn't like to eat corn because we like to see them motherfuckers get the shit into their stick, you know what I mean? So, we had these little motherfuckers in there for about 800 hours or so. I still had about 172 hours. And I said to myself, well, okay, how am I going to serve the community? I drowned in fucking 75 kids in our feces. How do we do this? Well, we all kind of reached back in the handbag and said, well, I guess we could make like hopscotch squares for like kids that want to play like hopscotch on the sidewalks and stuff. The little goddamn Rico said it was just nonsense. Nonsense. Eat shit, Rico. And that's when I took a shit and wiped my fucking ass with his hand. That Rico, Fuck you, Rico. Your hair is the coarsest that has ever been on my ass, asshole. You need to stop breaking the law, Rico. And that's about the time that this fucking Rico motherfucker was really fucking pissing me off. So I decided to make 10 hours of community service by mopping the fucking floors with his coarse hair on the top of his head. So I used to take him by the fucking legs and come on, Rico! Mop that shit up, man! Your hair fucking coarse! Get in the grass! Yeah! Mop it up! Stir it up, motherfucker! You know, just cleaning the house, you know, like I'm saying, well, cleaning janitorial fucking spaces like shit tanks, shitter rooms, receptacles to piss in, you know, that kind of sort of thing. So I ended up saying, you know what, I served my time, I am fucking ordering dirt, I'm going back to court. I went back in there, and I said, you know, I'll be mailing you something later about my time cards and stuff. So later that night, Judge gets home real late. Check your mail, motherfucker. Goes to his mailbox, opens it up, and boom! Blows a fucking shit ball all over that motherfucker. It was so funny, because I was in a fucking tree across the street just laughing that ass off. Little Blue Jay, just like when the kids in the fucking town got this shit ball. Me and him were sitting there with my own shit all over us. Me and the Blue Jay were all laughing like a motherfucker. So, on that note, this is Charlie Wilkins Jenkins, signing out. Good day, America, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.